Imagine this. Every year, 12 million tons of plastic flow into our own oceans, wreaking havoc on our ecosystem and threatening human health. We often overlook that plastic we use daily. Those single-use items that last mere moments but linger in our environment for centuries. This isn't just a problem from distant shores. It affects us all, as toxic pollutants seep into our air and water. We often overlook the impact of these single-use items in our lives. They seem convenient, but rather their consequences are far from trivial. As we toss plastic into the trash or let them blow away in the wind, we contribute to the growing crisis that affects us all. In this campaign, we called Fill It Forward. We respectively promote Sustainable Development Goal 12, SDG12, and urge you to critically examine your consumer relationship between plastic products and the importance and emphasis for the need of sustainable consumption and production. Today, I urge you to rethink our relationship with plastic. We must transition away and throw away culture to one that values sustainability by collectively reevaluating how we produce and consume. We can significantly reduce plastic waste and its harmful impact in our planet. Let's take action together to reduce plastic waste and its harmful impact on our planet. Together, we can protect our environment for future generations to ensure a healthier world and all living things. The time to change is now.
Single-use plastics like bottles and containers have become part of our daily lives. This shift towards single-use plastics leads to the accumulation of waste. It makes us wonder, where do these plastics go once they're thrown away? At least 14 million tons of plastic end up in our oceans every year. Many countries lack the infrastructure to prevent basic pollution such as sanitary landfills, incineration facilities, recycling centers, and proper management and disposal of waste systems. As plastics slowly accumulate in landfills, it may not be noticeable at first, but it slowly causes more harm than good. Its chemical composition begins to break down into tiny toxic particles contaminating the soil and waterways. It runs the risk of entering the food chain when animals mistakenly consume them. This causes evident harm to the environment both in water and on land. Excessive toxic chemicals contaminating the water and soil could cause irreversible damage to these natural resources, ultimately affecting ecosystems and the wildlife.
As it infiltrates our resources, humans may ingest the microplastics in them. Once these microplastics enter, they may bring about complications that could permanently damage your body, or even prove to be lethal, including potential inflammation, oxidative stress, and disruption of endocrine functions. They break down into toxic chemicals that leach into the body, posing even greater risks. Research from Germany suggests that terrestrial microplastic pollution is significantly higher than marine pollution, up to 23 times more in some environments, potentially harming both human and animal health. One may believe that their actions may not be a contributor to this large-scale issue, that the occasional disposal of plastic products in their lives is not instrumental to significant amounts of wastes. But in reality, every small daily decisions made as consumers collectively contribute to the accumulation of plastic waste. Think about all the times you have used hygiene products, such as shampoo, conditioner, and soap. Once empty, it is habitually disregarded and discarded. Everyone, including you, have been accumulating single-use plastic waste since childhood until today, and humanity will continue to use such products in the future. In the United States alone, 550 million empty shampoo bottles are thrown away every year, enough to fill 1,164 football fields. This number does not include conditioner, body wash, or other bathing products, by the way, only shampoo bottles. It's about time to think about the future and the harm we are leaving to the incoming generations. This can begin by opening your eyes and becoming aware of the problem. This way, you can learn and be proactive in preventing the actual destruction of our planet before it is too late.
In today's world, single-use plastics are everywhere, convenient but harmful to the planet. That's why Fill It Forward is on a mission to eliminate these plastics and promote reusable alternatives. Imagine a future where refillable products are the norm, a future that significantly reduces waste and protects the environment. For consumers, the benefit start immediately. Investing in reusable items like a tumbler may seem like a small change, but over time is it saves money and reduces waste. What costs more today saves more tomorrow. And many businesses even offer discounts to customers who bring their own reusable items. It's not just about cost savings, it's about changing habits for the better. When people choose reusable, they help local businesses reduce landfill, waste, and ultimately contributes to healthier planet. For a business, it's a win-win too, encouraging the customers to bring reusable items, lower packaging costs in the long run, and build a strong, eco-friendly brand. Research shows that adopting sustainable practices enhances the reputation and saves money, attracting to conscious consumers and boosting loyalty. Critics may say that refillable items are harder to find or more expensive upfront, but as awareness grows, refill stations are popping up everywhere, making these options more accessible and affordable. Yes, reusable items may cost more today, but the long-term benefits both to your wallet and the planet are undeniable.
Now, this may not be enough to convince you. Let me emphasize the consequences of maintaining the status quo. Not switching to reusable items runs the risk of you living in a world where landfills overrun of garbage may contribute to an overpolluted city. Oceans and rivers that were once so beautiful turn into floating dams filled with trash, where vibrant marine life struggles to survive amidst the debris. As the world becomes a toxic ecosystem, it starts to poison our food and water supply. Not to mention, exposure to its pollution and chemical exposure may give people health problems. If customers and businesses fail to switch to reusable items and perform sustainable practices, it will result in subsequent burdens because of its severe environmental degradation. Consumers and the communities would face an inconvenient and diminished quality of life. Inaction on waste disposal will have our future generations facing a very polluted and unhealthy environment, all because they did not participate in environmental sustainability when it was still possible. Reusing plastics, such as shopping bags and containers, can significantly reduce single-use plastic waste, save landfills, and balance ecosystems. This also benefits wildlife, reduces chemical exposure to natural resources, and improve living conditions for current and future generations. By embracing sustainability, we can achieve a litter-free and thriving ecosystem in the future. As you can see, there is a significant difference of what the world might look like if we did not switch in more sustainable practices. The choice is clear. The small changes to our habits can pave the way for a better and cleaner future.
Look around us. Plastic is everywhere. We use it once, and then it ends up in the trash. But here's the reality. Those single-use plastics don't just disappear. They pile up in landfills, oceans, and streets. But the good news is, change doesn't have to be overwhelming. It all starts with small, everyday choices. You don't have to transform your entire lifestyle overnight. Instead, start with something simple, just one part of your daily routine. Maybe it's switching to a reusable water bottle instead of buying plastic ones. Or bring a tote bag the next time you go shopping instead of using plastic bags. These changes might seem small, but over time they make a huge difference. But here's where we take it a step further. Don't keep it to yourself. Tell your friends, your family, and your community about the small changes you have made. Explain how much better it feels to be responsible for what you consume. You would be surprised how many people are ready to make a change once they see how easy it can be. One of the most powerful things we can do is inspire others. Think about it. If each one of us challenges one other person to make a small change, we double our impact. Before long, we will have entire groups of people making more sustainable choices. That's how we create the real change. This campaign, Feel It Forward, is about more than just individual actions. It's about creating a movement where we all take responsibility for the way we live and the things we consume. It is about encouraging others to take small but important steps that, together, lead to a more sustainable world. Remember, every small action counts. When we all take these steps together, our actions add up. Together, We can build a future filled with responsible choices and sustainable living. We can make the world a healthier place, not just for us, but for future generations. Every small action, every usable choice, every moment we choose sustainability, it all matters. So now, I will ask you, are you ready to be part of the solution?